we are in a very in uncharted territory for us in our country at the moment, and I think there is so many emotions running around for people, from anger to trauma to hurt to fear, that we are experiencing huge loss here. I know there are people on here that have lost their homes and or have family members. So I just wanted to unpack that from a psychological point of view. Is it okay to feel these complex emotions? What's the best way to transmute that into some kind of action or clarity?
Right. Well, it's deeply painful to face what's happening on our planet, and I can't even imagine what it's like to be there. And I mean that literally. I think that we can be honest that that at a certain level it exceeds our capacity in some ways to really get our minds around what the scale of what's happening. It's very important for us to allow ourselves to feel what we're feeling. There's a well-known Rumi poem called The Guest House. And in that poem, he talks about, there are these different, it could be anger, it could be grief, it could be, sadness, it could be joy. To greet these at the door as if they are guests in your guest house. They have a message to bring you. The way that we meet our experiences is incredibly important. So being able to develop a capacity, however you can, to witness, to say, okay, this is what my experience is, this is what I'm feeling, there's nothing wrong with me. That's the truth, is that your experience is what it is, and that you are having a physiological arousal and activation, a response to trauma that makes complete sense. It's so important that we see ourselves as making sense. And then our nervous system can actually calm down when we have that message. It's like, okay, there's nothing wrong with me. It's okay that I'm feeling this way. Nervous system can calm down, and then we move more into, okay, now what? Honoring our rage and honoring our experience allows us to move into action, into activation.
Now, and this is in a strange way what these kind of tragedies do offer us, is that opportunity to actually come together, drop a lot of the politics, drop a lot of the other baggage, and actually communicate at a deeper level. I've got 2 daughters myself. What do you say to parents in particular about juggling that balance between the reality of what is going on versus not a Pollyanna approach, but more of there are things we can do?
Our ability to relate with our children is directly tied to our own. A lot of what we're talking about is how we relate with our own trauma, our own stress, our own anxiety, right? So first put the oxygen mask on and really, attend to how can I be as grounded and centered and coherent as I possibly can as a human.
With everything that's going on, we're going to see more of these things happen over the next few years. How do you suggest people remain strong and positive?
Staying connected and aware with what people are doing to make change, and remembering, conjuring up in your mind that you are part of millions of people around the globe that you may not see or know, who are working really hard and are bringing their full human ingenuity and passion and brilliance to shifting things. Having people in your life, whether online or in your immediate world, that you can really be yourself with, that you can be raw, you can be messy, you can be complicated, when to take a break, when to step away. And to know that if you're stepping away, it doesn't mean that you don't care. If we're going to be strong, we have to take care of ourselves, do what makes us feel joy and fun and connected in ourselves, and to really make that a priority